Summer is the peak season for access to Boston Harbor. To tell us about some new developments and summer programming is our guest from Boston Harbor Now, the Director of Programming, Rebecca Smerling. Thank you very much for being with us, Rebecca.
Well, thanks for having us.
Well, one of the best attractions, of course, are the Harbor Islands. It's a national park, and a lot of people may say, yeah, you got to pay to get on a boat to go there. So how affordable is it now?
We're working really hard to keep the prices down, but we also are offering through your libraries across the region. We are at over 100 libraries now. We offer a buy one, get one free program. It's our Museum Pass program. I think many people should be familiar with it. You go to your library, you check out the pass, and you can bring the passes down to the ferry terminal and get buy one, get one tickets for your families.
For people who haven't been to these islands yet, what's the attraction?
Oh, the attraction, let's see. I think part of the beauty of the harbor is just getting out onto the water. So you can ride it on a ferry boat. The rides are about 30 minutes out to Spectacle Island, about 45 to George's Island. You get to see all the views. On the way out there, you get a guided tour to hear about the highlights of the harbor. And then out on Spectacle Island, there are 5 miles of hiking trails, a public beach. We have a new food vendor out there serving a variety of different things to eat. There's the beautiful porch. And then we have our many free programs. So you can do art programs. We have free yoga there. We have free concerts every Sunday. We have tons of ranger tours with the National Park Service and the Department of Conservation and Recreation. And you could just sort of do a self-guided walk as well. Or you could go out to George's Island, where we have Fort Warren. You can explore the fort on your own or with a ranger tour. We have free concerts there every Saturday between the first weekend of July all the way until the end of August. We do those with Berklee College of Music and other musicians from the region. We are featuring a marching band celebration on July 28th, which is a really fun event for everyone.
Now, I know you've mentioned the view of the city. You can see the skyline from a lot of hills in Boston, but there's nothing that compares to just looking out from one of these islands and just seeing all this water and the city's just that little speck.
You can see the city, but the best time to be out there really is sunset, which is pretty special for those who can they're either camping or doing one of our Clambakes out there. You can see the sunset head right over the city, and that is not a view that everybody can see. So,
well, one of the other things, speaking of views, that's going to be coming up very soon on Saturday are some fireworks.
Oh, yes. So Boston Harbor Now is working with many partners around the city to produce a free fireworks show on June 30th to celebrate the kickoff of summer. It's part of the Harbor Fest week. We also have another set of free fireworks over the harbor on August 30th.
And one of the other things coming up also is a Lighthouse Tour. And I didn't realize that the number, you've got 3 different lighthouses in the harbor people can look at?
I'm not sure if you're familiar with Boston Light, which just turned
300 that one
a
I know.
couple years ago. Yeah. So we offer a 3 Lighthouse Tour experience where you can go out with both National Park Service rangers and members of the U.S. Coast Guard. And they will give you the history of lighthouses in the Boston Harbor. You sort of tour around, you see Boston Light, and then Graves Light and Long Island Head.
Now, one of the other things that's also interested here is that the harbor has a way of, I guess, motivating us to get more physical, and you're going to capitalize on that with some fitness.
Absolutely. So, I mean, being outside in the harbor is, special in so many ways, but it's not only great for your physical fitness, but also your mental health. And we really recommend people getting out, walking outdoors. We offer a number of programs under our Harbor Fit program. We have a range of guided health walks on Spectacle. We have free yoga classes on Spectacle Island, at Castle Island, at Charlestown Navy Yard on the USS Constitution is our newest location. So those classes are weekly all summer long. We also have Zumba classes on the Greenway at the Boston Harbor Island Welcome Center. And some specialty programs, including a 5K in September with the Boston Globe.
This is BNN News, and we're talking with Rebecca Smerling from Boston Harbor Now. Rebecca, the access also means getting to know something about the history of the harbor and what's along that. And talk about some of the things you get playing, because one of them is a sort of a tribute to the Native Americans and African Americans who used to live on the island.
So this summer, with some through lots of partnership with the National Park Service, we're offering an artist residency program where we will have different artists living on the islands, as well as doing work along the harbor walk. And one of our artists will be looking at the musical history of the harbor and the different people that lived there. And she'll be living out on George's Island. She'll be there in August. So, please come out to George's, find our artist in residence, talk to her, hear her music. She'll be coming out with different members of the community to share that music.
And you have another artist in residence closer to the mainland in
Yes.
South Boston.
In South Boston, we have the installation of the Beacon program, and that's a partnership with the Myth Makers. And they're going to be installing a 20-foot sculpture on the Sugar Bowl at Head Island, which is down by, you can park at the Castle Island and walk out and over near Pleasure Bay. And they are starting this weekend with a parade and of installation. It's on Sunday, July 1st at 9:30 in the morning, and join the fun out there.
Now, for people who don't know this already, one of the great things about Pleasure Bay, Castle Island, is that when it gets really hot, the way it's supposed to this weekend, you walk down there and the temperature drops by, what, 10, 15
Oh,
degrees?
yeah, I know. You'll get some really cool breezes out there. So, yes, if you want to get a break from the heat, head out to that kickoff celebration, and then you can head over to the beach as well down at Carson.
Now, another reason to go for a walk is you've got some tours that go into the history of the waterfront, too, right?
Yes, you can. Boston Harbor Now works with the Friends of the Harbor Walk, and we offer multiple of different themed tours across East Boston, South Boston, the downtown region. But yes, you can look on our website and see if you can hook up with one of those tours.
Now, some other things you got some Clambakes coming up here?
Yeah, every Thursday night we offer Clambakes with our partner Salties, which is features food with Barbara Lynch. And we have a clam bake there every Thursday night, and a luau, which is a new program, every Sunday.
And speaking of views from the Harbor Islands, another one in a different direction. I think you've got an event on Paddocks Island about looking up at the night sky?
Yes, this weekend is one of 3 programs. We have the group camping program, where you could work with Boston Harbor Island Rangers looking at the night sky. This week, we're pretty excited because not only will they get to see the beautiful stars, but also the fireworks from the city.
Okay, I know that's too much to absorb in a few minutes here, so if people
Absolutely.
want to check out the details, you've got the website,
Yeah,
right?
so the website, I'm asking people to look at, it's bostonharborislands.org has our full calendar of everything happening on the islands, or bostonharbornow.org has programs on the islands and across the waterfront.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Rebecca Smerling from Boston Harbor Now.